And we're back. Good morning. How are you? So, I wanted to do a video today talking about Chiron moving into Taurus because it's a big deal, okay? Um so, and for the first time since 1984, Chiron, our asteroid known as the Wounded Healer, is entering Taurus. And TLDR, this is not a small transit. This isn't a little thing, okay? Obviously, he's been in Aries since 1984. Now, Chiron. Chiron shows us where we carry wounds, insecurities, shame, and old pain. But it also shows us where we are capable of becoming incredibly wise, resilient, and powerful. TLDR, it's going to suck, right? But we're going to be better for it. Okay. Now let's talk about Taurus. Taurus rules all the good stuff, if you ask me. Taurus rules money. It rules security and self worth, survival and value, and what we believe we deserve. That's a big one. Okay. So, over the next several years, we are being collectively asked what would change if you actually believed you were worthy, right? Let's talk about where this healing journey is going to land for you guys. So I'm going to go through each rising sign. All right. So if you are an Aries rising, Chiron is entering your second house of money, self worth, and resources. That's where Chiron was for me in my second house for the last 8 years. Good luck, baby. Okay. This is a major healing cycle around earning, receiving, and believing you're valuable. You may finally stop accepting breadcrumbs, whether that's in business, in relationships, in life. The lesson here is that your worth is not determined by your bank account. The irony is, once you truly believe that, your finances will improve. Facts, okay? For Taurus, Chiron is entering your first house of identity. So this is personal. Very, very, very personal. You're entering a complete reinvention of who you are. Old insecurities about appearance, confidence, visibility, and self expression may surface so that they can finally be healed. The version of you that emerges from this transit may barely resemble the version of you that's entering it. You're going to be different. We're all going to be different at the end of this, but especially for you, Taurus. Okay, hang on, coffee break. Geminis. Gemini rising. Chiron is entering your 12th house. Here we go. All right. So the 12th house, this is deep subconscious grief. This is old grief, old fears, old stories. The things that you've been carrying in your backpack since 2007 for absolutely no reason. You may become more spiritual, more intuitive, and emotionally aware. Some of your spiritual gifts might come through. This transit is less about doing and more about releasing. My personal hell. Have fun. Um, Cancer rising. Chiron is entering your 11th house. This is the house of friendships, community, and future goals. You're going to be healing wounds that are connected to belonging, okay? Where have you been shrinking yourself to fit into groups that never deserved you? You can expect changes in friendships, in communities, and long-term dreams. Your people are coming, but the wrong people have to leave first. I know. All right. Leo rising. Chiron is entering your house of career. This is your 10th house of career and reputation. This is huge. So you may confront fears around success, visibility, leadership, public recognition. And a lot of you are going to finally stop asking for permission to pursue the career you actually want. You always wanted to be an actor, but you went to school to be a lawyer because it was going to be more stable. You may find yourself doing some acting work. The healing for you is coming from being seen, even when it's uncomfortable. I know. It's Chiron, y'all. Okay, it's Chiron. Virgos. Chiron is entering your 9th house. So your beliefs are evolving. Everything you thought was true may be questioned. So these are going to be things like religion, spirituality, your education, life philosophy. So this transit is asking, Are your beliefs helping you grow or are they keeping you small? So things like travel, teaching, writing, and learning may become extremely powerful healing tools for you. Libras, forgive me, I just had a sneeze attack. All right. So Chiron is entering your 8th house. This is really deep work. Get ready, okay? This is going to be about shared finances, debt, trust, intimacy, vulnerability. You're going to be healing old wounds that are connected to loss, betrayal, abandonment, and emotional dependence. I know. Deep breath. I know. The gift in this, though, is learning that true intimacy doesn't require self-sacrifice. It's going to be okay. It's going to be rough, but it's going to be okay. I promise. Okay. So, Scorpios, Chiron is entering your 7th house of relationships. So, every relationship is becoming a mirror. Romantic, business, friendships. You'll begin noticing patterns that you've repeated for years, not because you're being punished. Okay. And then that's a big distinction. Not because you're being punished, but because you're finally ready to heal them. Healthy relationships become the medicine for you. Okay. My fellow Sagittarians, Chiron is entering your 6th house. Daily habits are under construction. This transit often brings healing around your health, burnout, work-life balance, productivity, and self-care. So the question becomes, why do you only take care of yourself after you've completely exhausted yourself? Tiny daily changes are going to create massive results here, okay? My fellow Capricorns, Chiron is entering your 5th house. This is healing your inner child. Deep breath, okay? This is creativity. This is joy, romance, playfulness. You know, a lot of Capricorn risings have spent years carrying responsibilities that weren't theirs. Now you're being asked to remember what happiness feels like. Hear me, Cappies. Not productivity, happiness. Okay. All right. So, Aquarians, Chiron is entering your 4th house. This is my natal Chiron placement. It's not fun. It's not a fun time. But Chiron is entering your 4th. This is like family wounds. So family wounds are going to be surfacing. It's also going to be looking at like your childhood patterns, your generational beliefs, your old emotional foundations. This transit helps you create the safety you may not have received from other people. Home becomes part of the healing journey. Okay. My fellow Pisces risings, how are you? Chiron is now entering our 3rd house. Your voice matters now. So healing is going to come through things like communication, writing, teaching, learning, speaking, and sharing your personal story. Would be a great time to start a podcast, would be a great time to start a YouTube channel talking about what you know. And another part of this healing journey is we may finally stop apologizing for our opinions. The wound here for us is nobody listens to me. The healing is realizing that the right people were listening all along. Okay. So to recap, Chiron in Taurus is not asking us to become perfect. It's asking us to become secure. Not secure because life guarantees us anything, secure because we learn to trust ourselves. And that may be one of the most valuable things Taurus can teach. So let me know, what house is Chiron entering in your chart? Let me know your rising sign down below. Let's talk about it.